Okay, so we're going to do some multiplying and dividing expressions. So if, say for example, I gave you something like this, 5a times 2b. What is 5a times 2b? Well, if I just go back and say, well, what does AB mean? What does AB actually mean? AB means A times B. So, is there any way that we can simplify 5 lots of A times 2 lots of B? Well, yeah, we can. Yes, we can. We can get 10 AB. So 5A times 2B is 10AB. Okay, what about this? What is 2A times 3B? What's 2A times 3B? 2A times 3B is 6AB. All right, okay. So what about this? What is 2A times 3B times 10C? So this is 2 times 3 is 6, times 10 is 60. So I've got 60 A, B, C. 60 A, B, C. Easy. Okay, so now let's see, what about this? What if we go 3A times 2? Oh, there's no B. Doesn't make any difference. So it's 3 times 2 is 6. 6A. I've got 3 lots of A, and I double it, so I've got 6 lots of A. I've got 6A. Okay, now what, say for example, what if we've got something like this? What if we've got 2A times 3A? Okay, now this is where we come back to our laws of indices. So, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. But what is A times A? A times A multiplied by A is A squared. Alright, what if we've got this? 2A times 4A. What's 2A times 4A? 2A times 4A is 8A squared. What if we go something like this? 2A times 2A times 2A. So what's that going to give us? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. A times A times A is, well, it's not A squared, it's A cubed. A to the power 3. Alright, so are they going to get any harder? Only slightly. No, only slightly. They're not going to get much harder than this. Not this week, anyway. So, what if we get something a little bit like this? What if we go with something a little bit like 2AB times 3A? So again, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. A times A, we know, is A squared. Have we finished? No, we've still got B. So what we're looking at is 6A squared from the A times A, B. What if we take it further? What if we've got this? 3AB times 3AB. 3 multiplied by 3 is 9. A multiplied by A is A squared. B multiplied by B is B squared. Alright, okay. What if one more? What's this? 10AB times B. 10AB times B. Well, 10, all I've got is 10. Can I do anything with the A? No, I've just got A. B times B. B times B is B squared. Alright, wonderful. Okay, so now we've done that. One of the little things that we have to be really careful of are questions when we multiply that look a tiny little bit like this. So I'll keep it nice and easy. What if I've got this? Negative 2A times 3A. Now, what is a negative times a positive? We can recall back from our directed numbers, a negative times a positive is a negative. So this is going to give us negative 6A squared. One more. negative 2ab multiplied by negative 5a. Okay, so a negative times a negative is a positive. So we've got 10. A multiplied by a is a squared b. There we go, there we go. Okay, so now let's do some dividing expressions. So again, I'm not going to be doing any proof. Okay, we're going to keep the time down and we're not going to be doing any proof. So if, say for example, I've got a question like this. 10a divided by 5. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as a fraction. In fact, all the questions this week are as a fraction. Okay, now, what I do, I see 10 lots of A, and I'm going to share it between 5 people. So, if I've got 10 lots of A and I share it between 5 people, that means each person gets 2 lots of A. Alternatively, if I just do some cancellations here, hang on a second, 5 goes into 10, doesn't it? 5 goes into 10 twice. So we've got 2a. Okay, let's do another one of them. Let's do this. 12a over 16. 12a over 16. What's the number that goes into 12 and 16? 4 goes into 12. 4 goes into 16. How many times does 4 go into 12? 3 times. How many times does 4 go into 16? 4 times. So now we're going to have 3a over 4. Good. We're simplifying these. Let's do another one. Let's do this. 21ab over 28a. 28a. Now, this is going to get slightly more complicated. So, what's a number that goes into 21 and 28? The number is 7. 7 goes into 21 and it also goes into 28. So, how many times does 7 go into 21? 3 times. How many times does 7 go into 28? 4 times. Now, we might think that we've almost finished, but we also know that that a there can cancel out that a there. So, again, I'm not going down any routes of any proof. Okay, not today. So we now end up with 3b over 4. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple more. Okay, let's do this. So let's go with AB over A. Alright, AB over A. That A can cancel out that A. So all we're left with is B. All we're left with is B. Alright, what if we do this? A over AB. Okay, looks like almost the same question. The A kills off the A. Okay, so, but this time the B's in the denominator. So I'm going to leave the B in the denominator. What do I put in the numerator if it's blank? Oh yeah, it's called coming back to me. If ever I've got a blank numerator, I put a 1 there. That's a really important key point. If you've ever got a blank numerator, put a 1 there. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do this. 3AB over 9A. 3AB over 9. Oh, I can say, is there anything going to cancel here? Yeah, well, first of all, I can see that A's are going to cancel each other off. And here, what goes into 3 and 9? What's the number that goes into 3 and 9? Well, 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So now, what I could do, I could say, okay, so I've got 1b over 3. So I could at the moment just write 1b over 3. Now, one of the other things that we can do, if ever you've got an answer which is, say, for example, 1B, 1C, 1D, we don't have to write the 1 there, okay? We don't have to write the 1 there. However, if we've ever got an empty space, we do have to put the 1 there. All right. Confusing? Okay, let's just do a couple more and then that will be it. So let's just do this. Let's do this. A, B, C, D over BD. I think what's going to cancel here? Yeah, the B and the D is going to cancel. So we're going to be left with AC. Let's just do another one. Let's do this. 15AB over 25ABC. Okay, what's going to cancel here? The A is going to cancel the A. The B is going to cancel the B. And now I think, okay, what else is going to cancel? I know. 5 goes into both these. 5 goes into 15 3 times. 5 goes into 25 5 times. So I'm going to be left with 3 over 5C. 5C. Okay, so you're probably going to have to watch this video twice, I think. We've done quite a lot really quickly, and we might end up doing this sort of thing again for another week. All right, thank you.